right, so start off on your bolster. Make sure you lengthen the buttocks away from the back waist. Make sure your neck is supported. Center yourself on your mat. Start with your legs together at the center of your mat, and then release the legs. Keep the feet relatively close together, so the heels maybe only an inch or so apart. And also have the arms a little bit narrow, on the narrower side. So not touching your trunk, but definitely parallel to the trunk, fingers extending downward toward the foot side rather than outward. And relax the hands, relax the feet. Just wait here for a little while and see if others arrive today. All right, as you settle into Shavasana, observe the resting breath. Observe the normal breath. Observe the rhythm of the abdomen rising and falling. So start off with a bolstered blanket, lie down, dog. So then as you observe the abdomen rising and falling, observe the sort of the vacuum that's created, the sort of pumping action and the pressure changes in the abdominal cavity, in the chest cavity, as you inhale and exhale. So what I mean by that is observe how when you inhale, as the diaphragm gets pulled down, there's a vacuum effect that compels the inhale. And then as you exhale, then the pressure releases. And Dawn, watch me. I'm sitting in front of the bolster. The bolster should be pushed off your mat slightly. Push it slightly off your mat. Yeah. So that your heels can be on your mat. Okay? And then sit a couple of inches away from the bolster. Don't touch the bolster to start. Be a little bit away. And then as you lean back on your hands, scoot the buttocks forward, lengthen the buttocks toward the foot side. Then lie back with your legs bent. So for pranayama, it's a practice of precision, right? It's a practice of subtlety. Then lift the buttocks slightly, lengthen the buttocks again, then stretch the legs one at a time. Start with your feet together. Start with your legs together. Make sure you're in the center of your mat. And then roll the upper elbows up, pull your palms up, near the thighs. Hands on the bed. Bounce the hands on the middle knuckle. And then let the little toes drop toward the floor. Keep the heels pretty close together. Maybe just like an inch or two apart as the little toes release toward the floor next to your lap. Make sure your neck is supported. Arms, look at my arms down. Look at my arms. Everything is for a reason. Sometimes we take the arms to the sides, but not today. Yeah, be precise. So that's not where my arms were. Watch again.
Okay. They look like they're on your side.
Palms up. Palms up. All right. So now, just begin with breath observation. Begin with observing the rhythm of the abdomen rising and falling. Observe the pace, the volume, the pressure. Soften your thumbs. The thumbs drop in toward the index finger. Soften that thumb joint. All right, so what I was describing at the beginning of class was the intra-abdominal pressure, the sort of vacuum effect of the movement of the diaphragm. So notice how when you inhale and the diaphragm moves down, the movement of the diaphragm downward causes the abdomen to slightly lift upward toward the ceiling. And the movement of the diaphragm downward creates like a vacuum that pulls the air in to your lungs. And then as you exhale, the pressure releases and the air is expelled. And the abdomen deflates to the spine. So sensitize yourself to this continual sort of pumping vacuum pressure change happens without you having to think about it. But if you can picture it, then you can kind of be a participant. And we're going to expand on this. So start with this awareness and see if you can really notice the pressure changes and this sort of pumping action that's happening in your body at all times. Have the abdomen moving with the rhythm of the diaphragm. Inhaling, the abdomen slightly rises. Exhaling, the abdomen pulls back. Nothing special with the chest yet. And especially observing how the pressure changes, this sort of vacuum effect, and then the release of the vacuum. Now, maintain this awareness, and on your exhales, enhance the movement of the diaphragm upward to expel the air from the lungs by pulling the abdomen back toward the spine a little bit more. Have it be like a deep sort of scooping action instead of a gripping action. Like a deep scooping action from the front body, wrapping around the sides of the waist to the spine. So from the front of the hips toward the spine, wrapping around the sideways, connecting to the back body as you exhale. So enhancing that exhale, slowing it down a little bit, intensifying the exhale a little bit. Okay, now to this add, so it's like another instrument is being introduced into the band. So now to this add the awareness of the pelvic diaphragm. In the pelvic basin. And have the pelvic diaphragm move synchronously with the thoracic diaphragm. So as you inhale, the pelvic diaphragm releases downward for the pelvic floor. And as you exhale, the pelvic diaphragm lifts up, just like the thoracic diaphragm. And then the movement of the pelvic diaphragm enhances the movement of the lower abdomen. If you can start to feel this. The pelvic floor, the lower abdomen rises and pulls back as you exhale. See if you can feel that. So you're still paying attention to the pressure changes, the vacuum effect. So if you can feel that vacuum effect, then you can enhance the engagement of the entire abdominal region of the pelvic floor. And get a lift of the abdominal region of the pelvic floor as you exhale. A lift and pulling back. Front to the back. So in this way, we're starting to tap into the bandhas, Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, but in a very subtle and gentle way, not in an aggressive or ambitious way. Finish this cycle and then just let it go. Return to your resting breath. Okay. So then bring your hands to rest on your trunk. Then bring your legs roll to your side. And then sit up. Okay, have 2 blankets. Have a seat in Swastikasana. Sit on your bolster in Swastikasana. Place a blanket. Have a seat down. Let me see. Sit on your bolster in Swastikasana. Sit on your bolster. Sit on your bolster in Swastikasana. Okay? Have a blanket and fill in the gap under your knees. Have another blanket for your lap. Well, Dawn, look at me. Look at me. Sarvangasana fold. Sarvangasana. Sarvangasana fold. Threefold. 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 That's a, yeah. A threefold. Hold on, Doug. Start again. Start again. Everybody legs straight. Everybody legs straight. Okay. Put your blankets to the side. This is important. Okay. Today's the 10th. So the right leg, then the left leg. I'm not mirroring you. Right leg, then the left leg. Okay. Knees up. Knees up. Feet wide. Okay. And then pull the shin bones slightly away from each other and let the knees descend. So now there's a gap between my knees and the feet. So this blanket, I'm just filling in that gap. Dawn, look at my knees. Look how, I know it's kind of, I'm wearing black tights, but look how close my knees are. Look how close together my knees are. Look how far apart my feet are. Very far apart with the feet, Dawn. Very far. Here are my feet. Very far apart, okay? The knees, and then the knees don't really come down all the way when they're so tightly crossed. So this blanket is to support the knees. Watch me again, Dawn. Watch me again. Watch me again, okay? Open up your blanket like this, Dawn. Okay? Did you see what I did? No, you didn't see. Watch again. It's like a nest. It's like a nest. Yeah. Okay? Then the blanket goes on your lap. And this is like a desk. The blanket on my lap is like a desk for my hands to give me a little extra lift. All right. So now, press your hands down into the bolster, sit up super tall, roll the shoulders back. So pranayama is not a casual practice, right? It's actually even more formal than asana. And then turn your palms up. Okay? Lift the chest, spread the chest open, and then bring your head down. Glasses off. I'm keeping my glasses on so I can watch you, okay? Take your hands a little bit wider, Alice. The desk, the blanket on the lap also gives a little wider lap so that the hands can be in line with the shoulders. If the hands are too close together, the shoulders roll in. So keep the hands wide. Roll the upper arm bones out. Descend the shoulders. And then bring your head down. Bring your head down, okay? Spread across the collarbones. I'm keeping my head up just so I can watch you. Make sure you don't lift your head. The head has to stay down the whole time. We're creating bandhas. We're creating locks. So this is a Jalandhara bandha. All right. So now return to the observation of the breath from the upright position. It's going to be different now that you're upright. Observe the movement of the abdomen. Picture the movement of the diaphragm. Observe the pressure changes. Sort of you're creating like you're not creating it, but the diaphragm is creating like a vacuum chamber, pumping the air in and out of the lungs. Assist, enhance the exhales by drawing the abdomen back and up to assist the diaphragm in lifting up to expel the air from the lungs. It kind of flattens. And then as you inhale, the movement of the diaphragm, it pulls the air into the lungs, creates a vacuum effect to pull the air into the lungs. And then exhaling, release that as the navel pulls up and back to kind of slow down and lengthen the exhale. To this ab now, it's kind of like building a musical chord. So now add the pelvic diaphragm. So as you inhale, the pelvic diaphragm moves down. As you exhale, the pelvic diaphragm moves up and back. So that abdomen, movement of the abdomen also enhances the pelvic diaphragm. Inhaling, both diaphragms move down. Exhaling, both diaphragms move up and back. Now, if that's going well, you can add the third diaphragm, which is at the pit of the throat. So it's a feeling, and that moves in the same rhythm and pattern as the other two diaphragms, of course. And so that means as you exhale, you feel like your Jalandhara bandha is getting a little bit deeper. like your chest and chin are coming closer together as you exhale. It's like a slightly squeezing feeling as you exhale. Squeezing, it's like it's slight Mula Bandha, slight Uddiyana Bandha, and then Jalandhara Bandha. The Jalandhara Bandha is rather strong. But the Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, keep it mild. Don't be aggressive with those. They can't be forced. Do 3 more cycles. So soft exhales. Keep your head down. When you lift your head, that you lose the Jalandhara Bandha. After your 3rd cycle, then keep your eyes closed, normal breathing, and move your head up. Okay, so let's do just a few cycles of Viloma from here, okay? So we have these 3 bandhas, these 3 kriyas, these 3 bandhas, these 3 diaphragms. So let's just do a few Vilomas. So we'll do Viloma exhales, Bahya Viloma, okay? So we'll take an inhale. All 3 diaphragms will move down as you inhale. And then exhaling, start with the pelvic diaphragm pulling up, and then hold that for a couple of seconds. And then the thoracic diaphragm releasing up, and then the throat diaphragm releasing up. Okay, so it's going to be pelvic diaphragm, thoracic diaphragm, throat diaphragm, a few cycles. I'll talk you through it. Jalandhara Bandha, head down. Thumbs up. Roll the shoulders back. Sit up tall. Head down. Head down. Sit up tall. Palms on the back of the head on the blankets. All right. Exhale all together. Slow, soft inhale. All 3 diaphragms move down. The chest cavity fills. Head down, dog. Head down. And then exhale. The pelvic diaphragm releases up. Navel pulls back. Exhale. Thoracic diaphragm moves up. The upper abdomen moves back. Exhale. Throat diaphragm moves up. Chest comes closer to the chin. And then take a resting breath. And let's repeat. Exhale completely. Inhaling, all 3 diaphragms move down. Exhaling, pelvic diaphragm moves up. Exhaling, thoracic diaphragm moves up. Exhaling, throat diaphragm moves up. Notice how the bandhas get tighter as with each stage of the exhale. And resting breath or 2. Do 1 more cycle on your own. Exhale completely. Inhale. All 3 diaphragms move down. Exhale. Pelvic diaphragm moves up and back. Exhale. Thoracic diaphragm moves up and back. Keep the lift of the chest. Keep your head down. Exhaling. Throat, diaphragm. Chest and chin come closer together. So soft inhale, so soft exhale. Keep your eyes closed, lift your chin back up, bring your head back up. Sit quietly. Lie down and rest. Release your legs, lie down and rest. Flat on your back. Flat on your back. All right. So you could stay here for a while. I will be ending the meeting, but you can stay and let your nervous system come back to normal. Let your breath come back to normal. Stay at least 5 minutes. Have a wonderful day and see you later. Take good care.